I've just read this book, and it is really harrowing actually to read. She mentions in this is a true story of someone here in the UK, and what she did mention in the book is that if women do refuse an arranged marriage, like, the families will kill them sometimes. So that's, and arranged marriages, there's nothing about arranged marriages in the Quran. And the way she describes it is that, how does she, they're in the hadiths, and definitely there's nothing about that in the Quran. And also, what's not in the Quran is about coverings. The only thing it says about coverings in the Quran is that women and men have to dress modestly. So again, I think it's more in the hadiths, and it's quite interesting because I drew another parallel with Catholicism. Like, later on in her life, she goes to university and she reads the Quran, and she opens up discussions with people, and she basically finds out that most Muslims don't actually know what's in the Quran. And it's the same sort of thing with Catholicism. They don't want you to read your Bible. And every time I speak to a Catholic and I try to tell them about the Bible changes, they say to me, several times, "Oh, I've got my novenas, I've got my prayers, I don't know anything about the Bible." And it's very similar with the Quran. So that really did strike me. And she basically says that the Quran has been twisted into a rigid creed of exclusion and control. Another thing is also, it doesn't have instructions on how to pray. Again, that's something that's in the hadiths. Nothing about arranged marriages. Apparently Jesus is mentioned 95 times, and 27 Muhammad, and that's a fun fact, isn't it? But yeah, I do recommend that you read this. I really do.